Welcome to the Philippines premier motor show. This is Autofocus. I'm Ray Louis Gamboa. Here are our features on this edition of your electronic magazine, exclusive to the automobile and its industry.
Starting off with reviews of two vehicle models presently in the local market, a mid-size SUV from GAC, the GS8 320T GL, and a compact SUV from MG, the RX-57 TST Alpha. Plus a feature-to-feature comparison of two pickups, the Mazda BT50 3L 4x2 AT versus Nissan Navara VE 4x2 AT. On Autopedia, we'll talk about what an engine overhaul entails, and together with the latest news and developments in the local auto industry, we shall have the all-new Honda Civic Media Drive as our special feature.
The next 60 minutes is all about the automobile. This is Autofocus, and we'll be right back after this short break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards, to push, to the extremes, to race, race, race. That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition, so you too can race yours.
Introducing the all-new Isuzu D-Max into new heights.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the automobile show. We start this edition of your electronic magazine with a review of one of the latest automobile models from GAC. More and more Chinese brands are challenging established marks in the Philippine vehicle market. This is true even in the mid-size SUV segment. CarView takes a look at one of these Chinese challengers, the GAC GS8 320T GL.
GAC Motor Philippines first brought in the GS8 to do battle in the mid-size SUV market back in 2018. The GS8 had the classic SUV look and dimensions that slot smoothly into the segment: 4,810mm long, 1,910mm wide, and 1,770mm tall with a 2,800mm long wheelbase. Heading into 2022, GAC Motor rolled out a refreshed model of its flagship SUV with bad intentions. The exterior upgrades give the GS8 more cred as a proper SUV with the larger intake vents with chrome trim and the front bumpers, as well as the skid plates which are done in silver, the mudguards, shark fin antenna, utilitarian roof rails, and 19-inch alloy wheels strapped by 245/55 R19 tires. But the exterior upgrades are more than just aesthetics. GAC added premium stuff to its midsize SUV: LED auto headlights with follow me home function, LED tail and brake lights, LED daytime running lights. The power folding and adjusting side mirrors with integrated signal indicators are heated and even feature automatic folding and memory function. The front windshield wipers turn on when sensing rain. The panoramic sunroof comes with power sunshade, the liftgate is powered and can be opened with foot or hand motion. And the GS8 features privacy glass, something found mostly in high-end vehicles. Interior upgrades also mean business. That is to get more business for GAC Motor in the SUV segment. The GS8 dash features piano black finish but accented with wood trim. The instrument panel comes with a meter panel with 7-inch strip computer. The seats sit for 7 in 232 configuration are upholstered in Alcantara leather. The front seats are heated and ventilated and power adjust 8 ways for driver and 4 ways for front passenger. The second row seat for 3 splits and slides 60/40 and features lumbar support. The third row seat for 2 splits and folds flat 50/50 to provide additional space for cargo. The leather trim steering wheel is also heated and comes with controls for audio and multi-information display and cruise control. But this is not all the comfort and convenience of driving or riding the GS8. The GS8 320T GL comes with a remote keyless system that locks the SUV when driver goes beyond 3 meters with the key fob. It unlocks the doors when the key fob comes within a meter of the vehicle. The 3-zone climate control system with ion filters ensures everyone in all 3 rows of seats is comfortably cooled during the drive. There is a separate control for the air conditioning in the second row of seats, as well as a 5-volt USB port and electric outlet. Other comfort and convenience features include central door locks, center armrest with 220-volt power outlet, 1 touch up and down power windows, front map and rear reading lamps, 10 bottle and cup holders, 12-volt power outlet and luggage compartment, ambient lighting. The infotainment in the GS8 is described as premium by those who consider the Harman-Kardon 6-speaker system it comes with as high-end. It comes with a 10-inch touchscreen display, navigation, Apple CarPlay connectivity, Bluetooth, USB port, hands-free phone system. GAC Motor offers 2 variants of the GS8, the GE Sport 2-wheel drive and the GL 4-wheel drive. Both are powered by a 1,991cc turbocharged engine capable of generating an output of 199 horsepower at 5,200 revolutions per minute and 320 Nm of torque from 1,750 RPM to 4,000 RPM. In the GS8, the engine is mated to an iSyn 6-speed intelligent all-wheel drive gearbox. Paddle shifters on the steering wheel allow driver to have greater control over gear shifts. The GS8 rides and handles as well as most SUVs with well-tuned suspension systems featuring front independent McPherson struts and multi-link beams in the rear. The brakes use the disc on all 4 wheels, ventilated in front. GAC Motor has also equipped the GS8 320T GL with an extensive and impressive list of safety and driver assist features and functions. The GL arrived with 10 airbags, seatbelts for 7, ISOFIX child safety seat anchors, child safety door lock. It is equipped with a rear view camera, 360-degree surround view parking system, and 8 front and rear parking sensors. Other safety and driver assist features include electronic stability program, hydraulic brake assist, hill start hold control, hill down assist control, lane departure warning, tire pressure monitoring system. For security, there is the theft deterrent and engine immobilizer systems. Overall, the GAC GS8 320T GL is equipped and designed to hold its own against the competition in the segment.
Among local car distributors of Chinese vehicles, GAC Motor Philippines is perhaps the most forthright about the origins of its vehicles and is quite confident of their design, build, quality, and reliability. The latest auto industry news and developments right after this break.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Welcome back to Autofocus. We now have the latest auto industry news.
The Geely M Grand has made a rather good impression on members of the motoring media following a ride and drive out of Metro Manila to Tagaytay and back. Geely Philippines has been taking members of media in batches to experience the ride and handling as well as comfort and convenience features of its entry to the highly competitive subcompact sedan market. The day-long road trip started out from the Geely North EDSA dealership and taking the Skyway towards NLEX and then the Calax before climbing up the winding roads to Tagaytay Highlands.
We actually gave a media a test, or a test drive experience of the all-new Geely M Grand. This is the latest model that Geely has launched just actually in this March. We're very much excited for this model because this is Geely's first model to compete in the very much competitive subcompact sedan segment. The feedback that we are receiving from the media is very much welcome. They like the drive of the M Grand and of course the performance on these hilly roads of Tagaytay and even the highway.
The ride and drive gave the media a chance to experience the two variants of Geely M Grand, the Comfort and the Premium, both powered by a new 1.5-liter gasoline engine generating 102 horsepower and 142 Nm of torque, headed to an 8-speed continuous variable transmission. The feedback from media buoyed Geely's confidence that the M Grand, packed with features normally expected from bigger cars minus their expensive price, will be quite competitive in the subcompact sedan market.
The subcompact sedan segment is still the largest in the automotive industry. So yeah, we feel that it's best for us also to have a model actually in the subcompact sedan segment. And in fact, for Geely, we are aiming at least to sell around 2,500 for this year, and that will actually have us a good market share of this subcompact sedan segment.
Maxus Philippines treated members of the media to 4 fun-filled days of testing its full lineup of the G50 compact FPV.
This is actually the first event that Maxus put together for our media friends ever since we launched the brand. Not only the models, but we launched the brand and a few months after, pandemic hit. So we're quite excited because we've been around for the past 2 years silently during the pandemic, already making people very happy with the buying experience and ownership of Maxus. So we thought that now that restrictions have lifted, we wanted to showcase one of our best-selling models.
The test drive brought participants to the Civic Freeport, which along the way provides various road conditions and opportunities to demonstrate features as cruise control, infotainment and radio, and the easy maneuverability and stability of the GS50, especially along winding country roads. The entire duration of the event, titled Ride with Max More, Full Maxus G50, was filled with activities meant to showcase features and competitive advantages of the Maxus G50. The activities were carefully structured to allow participants to experience exceptional space, comfort, versatility, and convenience of the GS50 variants, the Premium, Elite, and Pro, and the newest addition, the Comfort, in various road conditions.
We'd like to invite everyone to visit any of our current 9 Maxus dealerships nationwide. As also mentioned earlier, starting April 1, we are giving away huge savings and huge cash discounts to the consumers. So now is the best time to get a Maxus. And our full lineup includes what we are showcasing here, which is our MPV. Give Maxus a chance, test drive, and you'll appreciate the comfort, the convenience features, and of course the pricing.
Isuzu Makati has reopened its doors after being refurbished and redesigned to meet the new Isuzu outlet standard. Isuzu Makati is the first of 7 dealerships of Isuzu Gen cars to be given the iOS treatment. Among guests at the formal reopening of Isuzu Makati were Isuzu Philippines President Hajime Koso and Executive Vice President Shojiro Sakoda, as well as Gen Cars Chairman Dominic Edgar Cabangon and President Lerma Naknak. At the event, Isuzu Philippines President Koso explained the significance of iOS, saying that the new Isuzu outlet standard is part of the company's push to achieve utmost customer success. This is aligned with Isuzu's global dealership standards that gives importance not just to the sales side, but the overall customer journey, starting from inquiry, sales, after-sales service, and their continuous return to our showroom. According to Koso, complying with iOS standards will allow dealers to provide customer support at every step of the way. GenCars also plans to upgrade the facade and facilities of its other dealerships, Isuzu Legazpi, Isuzu Naga, Isuzu San Pablo, Isuzu Batangas City, and Isuzu Santa Rosa to meet iOS standards.
I would like to invite all our televiewers, especially those residing within Makati area, to please come and visit Isuzu Makati and check out its new modern facility and experience highly elevated customer experience provided by our expert Isuzu sales and service executive. Maraming salamat po.
Does Cagayan de Oro City need another Mitsubishi dealership? Mitsubishi Motor Philippines and Fast Auto World Philippine Corporation think it does. FAPC maintains an extensive dealership network in the Visayas and Mindanao, with dealerships in Mandaue, Cebu South, Mactan, Tacloban, Ormoc, Dumaguete, Tagbilaran, Butuan, Uzamis, and Gusa. According to FAPC Chairman Victor Chongbian, Fast Auto World is proud to showcase the new Mitsubishi Bulua dealership, its second in Cagayan de Oro City. We have been a Mitsubishi stalwart for 35 years, and even in today's sales and marketing era, we still have the same fervor to welcome not just our loyal customer base, but also the next generation of car buyers. Located at Zone 6 along the Bulua National Highway, the new dealership sits on a 4,986 square meter lot with ample parking grounds, a showroom for 5 vehicles, a customer lounge, a parts and accessories counter, and a service center with 22 workbays. The new Changan CS35 Plus is banking on a surfeit of safety features to stand out in the crowded subcompact crossover market. The Changan CS35 Plus arrives bursting at the seams with active and passive safety tech features from anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, electronic stability control, hill hold control, hill descent control, tire pressure monitoring system, 6 airbags, child safety locks, and ISOFIX anchors. That's not all. The Changan CS35 adds front collision warning, autonomous emergency braking, adaptive cruise control, round view camera, and monitor system. The new Changan CS35 Plus is available in 3 variants: Light at 898,000 pesos, Hype at 969,000 pesos, and Lux at 999,000 pesos. Kia Philippines and iconic dealership IDI broke ground for the soon-to-rise Kia dealership in Bacoor. Expected to be fully operational by the third quarter of this year, Kia Bacoor is strategically situated in the second largest city of Cavite, which is rapidly shifting from a largely agricultural community to a residential and commercial urban center. Kia Bacoor branch will be IDI's 5th dealership and Kia's Philippines' 43rd.
Those are the latest news and developments in the automotive industry. We shall take another short break. Stay with us. I'll be right back.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Kailangan ng maaasahan, kailangan ng matibay, pang matagalan kasama mo sa pag-unlad ng negosyo. Modernong disenyo, kayang-kaya ang kargo mo ng tatak na ito. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up mo yung negosyo. Isuzu Travis, level up with Isuzu. Level up with Isuzu Travis.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Here's our feature-to-feature comparison of the latest automobile models belonging to the same category on Head-to-Head. This edition of Head-to-Head pits the Mazda BT50 3L 4x2 against the Nissan Navara VE 4x2 in a spec-to-spec comparo.
The pickup market is now crowded with options that look good, come with lots of comfort and convenience features as well as smart connectivity while providing the practical utilitarian functions of a cargo hauler. Two top options that come to mind are the Mazda BT53 L4x2 AT and the Nissan Navara VE 4x2 AT. Among the newer models in the market is the Mazda BT50 4x2, which is 5,280mm long, 1,870mm wide, and 1,785mm tall. Pit side by side against the BT50, the Nissan Navara VE 4x2 is 5,260mm long, 1,850mm wide, and 1,810mm tall. The BT50 4x2 exterior features a signature Kodo front grille with black finish, body-colored power-adjustable and folding side mirrors, LED headlamps, fog lamps, intermittent windshield wipers, aluminum side step, bed liner, 17-inch alloy wheels with silver finish, and 255/65R17 tires. The Navara VE 4x2 exterior features chrome grille, body-colored front and bumpers, quad LED projector headlights with follow me home function, LED daylight running lights, front fog lamps and tail lamps, high mount stop lamp, and body color side mirrors with the integrated turn signals that power fold and adjust. The BT50 manifests the Mazda penchant for Spartan, minimalist but premium looking cabin and soft interior finish and trim. The seats in the BT50 4x2 AT are upholstered in black fabric. The driver's seat manually adjusts 6 ways, the front passenger's 4 ways. The urethane steering wheel tilts and telescopes and features controls for audio, Bluetooth functions, and standard cruise control. Other convenience features include remote keyless entry and power windows with one-touch up and down function, climate control system with manual controls and rear vents, and an overhead console with sunglass holders. The Navara VE 4x2 cabin features soft surfaces, fabric upholstery, and trim. It comes with zero-gravity type front seats that manually slide and recline, with the driver benefiting from height adjuster. The backseat features a fold-down armrest with twin beverage holders. The tiltable leather-wrapped steering wheel comes with controls for audio, hands-free phone, cruise control. Other comfort and convenience features include power windows and door locks, dual-zone automatic air conditioning with rear vents, overhead console with map lamp, sunglass holder, and mood lamp, plus sun visors with illuminated vanity mirror and ticket holder for the driver. The BT50 4x2 infotainment system comes with 7-inch LCD touchscreen with USB and Bluetooth connectivity, Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay, and 6 speakers. The Navara infotainment system features a Nissan 8-inch advanced touchscreen audio, Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, Bluetooth capability for hands-free call and audio stream, USB, iPod connection, aux port, AM/FM tuner, and 6 speakers, including 2 tweeters. The BT50 is powered by a 2,999cc 4-cylinder DOHC diesel engine with intercooler and turbocharger that generates 190 PS at 3,600 revolutions per minute and 450 Nm of torque from 1,600 to 2,600 RPM and made it to a 6-speed automatic transmission. The suspension system uses double wishbones in front and leaf springs in the rear. The Navara VE 4x2 automatic is powered by a 2,488cc 4-cylinder diesel engine with variable turbocharger and intercooler generating 190 PS at 3,600 RPM and 450 Nm of torque at 2,000 RPM. This is mated to a 7-speed automatic transmission with manual mode. The suspension uses double wishbones with coil spring and stabilizer bar in front and 5 multi-link with dual rate coil spring and stabilizer bar in the rear. The Navara brake system uses front ventilated discs and rear drums. The Mazda BT53 L4x2 AT is equipped with dual front airbags, anti-lock brake system, electronic stability control with traction control, hill descent control, hill launch assist, and rear sensors with reverse cameras to help in parking. The Nissan Navara VE 4x2 automatic comes with anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution and brake assist, vehicle dynamic control with 4-wheel active brake limited slip and trailer assist, intelligent emergency braking, driver attention alert, hill start assist, and reverse camera. It is also equipped with SRS airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5 with driver and front passenger getting pre-tensioner, ISOFIX, and tether anchors.
The local pickup market has never been as good as it is now with the likes of the Nissan Navara and the Mazda BT50 joining many other brands and models, offering more and more creature comforts, connectivity along with great utility and flexibility as a daily driver.
Suzuki Ertiga.
Life is beating fast. Find what you're waiting for.
Seven-seater in style.
Be it fine dining, a romantic garden wedding, a relaxed casual meal, or an important business event, Ilustrado is the place to go. Aside from its famed paella, the Ilustrado restaurant, which is located within the history-laden walled city of Intramuros, is also the favorite destination of food gourmands for its famous callos and lengua and other classic gustatory offerings. Ilustrado restaurant, only for the foodies.
The all-new Nissan Almera takes on every challenge with you, equipped with what you need. Premium and dynamic design that's an absolute stunner. Innovative tech for a drive that's safe and confident. And an efficient turbocharged engine to take you where you want to go. The all-new Nissan Almera challenged the standards.
Motul is the most trusted motor oil of the top teams competing in some of the world's most grueling race competitions: the WRC, the WTCC, and the Japan GT. Motul is the only 100% fully synthetic motor oil in the market. It has anti-oxidation properties that prevent premature thickening and aging due to thermal stress and guarantees total engine protection. For more information about Motul engine oils, visit www.motul.com.ph.
Welcome back to Autofocus, the country's premier automobile news and features electronic magazine. Our special feature is next. Media test drives are a fun way to get to really know the capabilities of a newly introduced car model, especially if the vehicles being tested are part of the new lineup of the all-turbo, all-new Honda Civic with Honda Sensing.
To maintain or to increase our brand, it is very important model because people already know the name of the Civic and respect that model. So we want to continue to sell the Civic which customer want to have.
In this media test drive, we traversed from BGC to Calax, to Batangas, and then to Tagaytay. No? We choose this route in order for our media friends to experience how comfortable, how safety this all-new Honda Civic is. And this is also an opportunity for our media friends also to test how safe this car is. In the Philippines, the Civic is really a nameplate for Honda, and we think that there are still a lot of followers for Honda Civic. That's why we introduced this car to the market. And based on the information that we're getting, based on the retail sales that we have right now, there are about 400 units that we sold already since its launching. So basically, this is in line with our sales target. And one of the reasons why we have a limited retail sales for the past few months is because there are issues on the limitation of supply. Now, as we announced a couple of weeks ago, the B variant is already available to the market, and the supply has been settled. So basically, we're able to increase our retail sales in the next few months. This is very important to the market. The issue of the society right now is about safety. And as part of Honda, we have to contribute in order to address these issues of safety. And our vision for Honda is basically to achieve a pre-collision society. And with this introduction of advanced technology, the all Honda sensing, it's going to help the customers to avoid accidents because of the features that we had in this model. I would like to invite all the viewers out there, visit any of our 37 dealerships in order to inquire about the all-new Honda Civic and all its Honda sensing feature. And if you are there are hesitation to actually visit the dealership, we have the Honda website, the hondapill.com, and you could visit them. And there are a lot of information about the all-new Honda Civic and the Honda sensing.
The entry of the all-new turbocharged Civics certainly sparks renewed excitement for sporty, fun-to-drive sedans Honda is known for. The same exact excitement experienced by those who joined the media test drive.
Ambition. It's not a destination, nor a finish line. It's what you keep racing towards. To push. To the extremes. To race. 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 That's when you find the limit. That's our ambition. So you too can race yours.
Welcome back. We have more cars for you to know and appreciate as we have our second car review this week. In this edition of Car Review, we check out another battler in the crowded compact SUV crossover market, the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha.
MG Philippines is slowly building a beachhead on local shores with a lineup of vehicles that claims British heritage. After all, the MG brand started out as Morris garages back in England in the 1920s. Among the earlier MGs rolled out in the country is the MG RX-5 70ST Alpha, a compact 5-seater SUV. In the RX-5, MG went for the classic look with clean functional lines and just the right amount of chrome for the grille, side window frame, and liftgate handle. It's 4,545mm long, 1,855mm wide, and 1,790mm tall, with a 2,700mm long wheelbase. While echoing the trend for flash and bang styling, the MG RX-5 nonetheless does not lack for modern features. The RX-5 Alpha features full LED headlamps with daytime running lights, chrome-framed front fog lamps, side view mirrors with LED signal lights, LED tail light, and high-mount stop lamp Sharkman antenna. Quite functional in making the MG RX-5 a proper SUV are the front and rear skid plates, roof rails, lower body slide with ABS cladding and molding, all done in matte silver finish. The RX-5 also comes with a panoramic sunroof, now seemingly mandatory in top-of-the-line variants. One nod to flash, however, are the 18-inch two-tone alloy wheels that are wrapped by two 3550 R18 tires. The clean, uncluttered look is carried over into the roomy RX-5 interior with leather-style upholstery that matches the side door panel done in stitched leather style. There are touches of chrome and gauge cluster in center stack trimming, as well as in the AC vents and the shift lever. The interior also comes with functional features: sliding front armrest, dual front cup holders with cover, rear passenger reading lamps, map pockets, and front seat back. Also quite functional is the trunk with 595-liter capacity that increases to 1,639 liters with the rear seats folded down. It also comes with luggage tray, retractable cargo cover, cargo area lamp, and 12-volt accessory outlet. The infotainment system features an 8-inch touchscreen display, Bluetooth connectivity, Apple CarPlay, multimedia play, a USB port, and 6 speakers. The MG RX-5 Alpha comes with much of the convenience features now expected in top-end models: smart keyless entry, push-button engine start-stop, air conditioning with electronic temperature control, and rear vents and center console and floor tunnel, electric parking brake, power windows. The driver's seat power adjusts 6 ways, and with a tilt-adjustable and telescopic steering wheel makes it easy to get the preferred driving position. A leather-style wrapped multiple-function steering wheel comes with controls for the infotainment system, as well as cruise control. The RX-5 offers both a comfortable and spirited drive. Underneath the hood is a 1.5-liter inline 4-cylinder 16-valve gasoline engine with direct fuel injection, turbocharging, and intercooler. Generating 169 PS and 250 Nm of torque, the engine is mated to a 7-speed twin-clutch Sportronic transmission that sends power to the front wheels. The MG RX-5 suspension features enhanced front McPherson struts and independent multi-link system in the rear, absorbs road perfections well, and provides a stable ride on both city streets and provincial highways. The all-wheel disc brake system, ventilated in front and solid in the rear, provide predictable stopping power. MG has also equipped the RX-5 Alpha with a suite of driver assist and safety features that would satisfy the more discriminate of SUV buyers in the market. These include anti-lock brake system with electronic brake force distribution, quartering brake control, electronic stability control, hill descent control, auto hold function, and anti-roll protection. For safety, there are driver and passenger airbag, side airbags, 3-point ELR seatbelts for 5 with pre-tensioner and load limiter for driver and front seat passenger, auto door lock function, child lock, ISOFIX child seat mounting points. Adding to both safety and convenience are the reversing camera with rear sensors for easier parking and the tire pressure monitoring system. An alarm system with immobilizer has been added for security.
In rolling out the MG RX-5 70 ST Alpha along with other models in its first foray into local shores, MG Philippines described it as a smart, sophisticated, and stylish SUV. There is indeed some truth to the description. Know more about your car and how to take care of it here on Autopedia.
Hi, this is Sydney, and today we're going to be talking about brakes. Car brakes are simple enough to understand. Step on the pedal, car stops. Not much science, right? The reason it works that way is because modern braking works so flawlessly, everybody literally takes it for granted. Those things that you hear in the news that, oh, bumangga, sumemplang dahil nawala ng preno, that's not true. That almost never happens. Even on a clunky Jeep, if there is brake fluid in there somewhere, that Jeep will stop. So there's no such thing as you lose brakes. No, that's not true. And on all cars now, you have a set of these. This brake. I'll dispel the first myth. Brakes do not stop your car. No. Tires stop your car. Brakes slow your car down. But tires are the ones that do the stopping. That's myth number 1. Myth number 2, disc brakes are better than drum brakes. Loaded question, but generally, no. They work exactly the same way, and actually in some instances, drum brakes are actually better. That's why you will still see majority of the cars here have disc brakes in the front, drum brakes at the back. Even the newer ones like the Nissan Terra has still drum brakes at the back because it works. It's efficient and it's almost foolproof. Okay, myth number 3. Nangangalawang yung preno ko eh. Normal ba yun? Yes, it's very normal. The material that your brake disc is made from is cast iron. It has to be cast iron because once this metal gets hot, it becomes somewhat malleable and ductile, which causes it to grip the brake pad even more. So it's somewhat sticky in metal terms. It cannot be stainless steel, it cannot be aluminum, it cannot be plastic, it cannot be brass, and it definitely cannot be gold. So yes, if it's iron or bakal, mangangalawang yan, and that's perfectly normal. So this is what your stock disc brake looks like. Flat, pancake-looking frisbee thing. What you'll see most people put is something like this. Same size as stock, but has dimples, sometimes holes, has these slots. These are referred to as racing brake rotors. Now, the big question, will my car stop better if I put this as opposed to this one? The honest answer, if you're just driving along Metro Manila, no. Your car will not stop faster because you have this. It will look better, but no, it will not reduce your stopping distance in any way. So why bother do you have stuff like this? Well, as the name implies, racing brake disc. This comes into play once you do actual racing. With the slots and the dimples, this is a bit cooler. You will not brake any better because you have this, but it will allow you to stay on the race course longer by a lap, maybe 2 laps, and that's important in racing. Before your brake starts to fade and you have to go back to the pits. This is where this comes in. It cools down faster in a racing environment, but it will also come to a point that it will not cool down no more if you abuse the car too much. So once that happens, your brakes will start to fade, you will start to lose brakes, then that means, okay, time to stop, time to go to the pit, cool down. These are actually the other equation of braking. And if you do want better braking, easiest and fastest is just change one of these things. The brake pads. They're cheap enough, they're plentiful enough, and they're pretty easy to do. You have a set of tools, a couple of friends, you can do this in one afternoon. So we have here different brake pad sizes, and it does not take a genius to see which can brake better. Obviously, the big brake pad versus the small brake pad. And this is where the third part of the equation comes in, the brake caliper. This is your brake pad. This wears down. Its job is to keep wearing down. This is a friction material. This one presses along the disc here, both sides. If you don't have your foot on the pedal, it's slightly gapped like that. But once you press it, it will press down. Then it will cause this to slow down. This gets worn out over time. And the easiest way to see if it needs changing, you just simply take a look at it. You can see through your wheels and through the brake pads. If it goes down to this line, then yeah, time to change. And as this goes down, as it wears down, you will feel your brake pedal get deeper and deeper and deeper. When you change to a fresh set of pads, your brake pedal automatically becomes firm again, just like magic. Now you can buy several different brands of this one. There's of course OEM, there's replacement, there's Japanese replacement, there's Korean replacement, there's brand name performance brake pads. So which should you buy? Get whatever you can afford. It's come to a point that there's no such thing as a bad brake pad. All of them will stop your car. It's just that if you want something better, then you go for the brake pad brands that are known for performance, like Brembo is one that does OEM pads, EBC is another one, Hawk is another one. They have a different compound here that once it reaches operating temperature, allows it to grip the brake disc more, causing you to slow down faster. Note I said slowing down, not stop. This is what actually applies the force from your foot down to the brakes itself. You can see these are the two brake pads here. That's the brake disc in there. So this will squeeze down on the brake disc once you press the pedal. This is a 4-piston caliper. Why is it 4? Because there are literally 4 pistons here. So it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 cylinders here. Your normal car has 1, maybe 2 pistons at the most. That's it. This is a big brake setup. Why is it bigger? It's bigger than this standard rotor that's supposed to be for this Civic. And The way that it works, very simple. Physics. The longer the distance here, this is basically a lever. The longer the distance, the more force you can generate by applying it on the end. So this is it. That's how big brakes work in essence. And then another myth that is proliferating has to do with big wheels. Why do all these supercars have big wheels that everybody wants to emulate? It's because the need to house bigger brakes. It's not just because it looks nice and has more grip. No, they have big wheels to house big brakes. That's the only reason why supercars have big wheels. And on a final note, I always like to say, you can have too much power, but you can never have too much braking. So when do you want to upgrade your brakes? Oh, trust me, you will know. The time counts. You will have 1 or 2 close calls and will say that, oh, I should need to upgrade my brakes already. So there, now you have a better understanding of how your car brakes works and is it worth upgrading the brakes or not? Now you know.
That's our feature on Autopedia this week. Taking care of your ride has been made easier. And that's Autofocus this week. We hope you have found this edition of your electronic automobile magazine informative as well as entertaining. Check us out on our Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram accounts. On behalf of my dad, Butch Gamboa, this has been your host, Ray Louie Gamboa. Please stay safe and healthy.